Amigas y amigos audiófilos, sigo diciendo amigas porque tengo fe de que hay compañeras audiófilas en algún lugar. Discúlpeme la ronquera, pero he estado un poquito gripado. Hoy les traigo una muy buena entrevista con la gran soprano Joyce Di Donato. Joyce está haciendo el papel estelar con nosotros en el Met de la ópera de George Frederick Handel, Agripina. Y a ustedes que les guste la música barroca y que les guste Handel, quizás conozcan El Mesías o la música de los fuegos artificiales reales o la música acuática y muchos conciertos para instrumentos de viento o de cuerdas. Pues bien, espero que la disfruten y les aseguro que se van a reír. Y amigas y amigos de la audiofilia, estamos unos minutitos con la maravillosa soprano Joyce Di Donato, que nos está regalando solamente un poquito de tiempo. Welcome, Miss Di Donato.
Muchísimas gracias y hola a todo el mundo.
Ah, qué bien, me gusta mucho el español. You're wonderful. And I know this because I have gotten to listen to you from the pit many times. And just this morning, listening to you at close range from the rehearsal, listening to you is a very sublime experience.
Oh, thank you.
And you're extremely popular, of course, and you have a magnificent career, especially in social media. But today, I want to ask you some questions that maybe my audiophile and record collector friends might find interesting. Not the usual silly questions, just other silly questions. So, my first one would be, growing up in Kansas, at home with your parents, what do you remember as a first experience at home in regards to listening to reproduced music? Do you remember what kind of equipment your parents or siblings had?
I do remember. I remember well because music was a huge part of my family's life. My dad was a church choir director. My two oldest sisters studied classical piano. I'm the sixth of seven children, so there were a lot of different styles of music happening. My sister Claudia upstairs had a record player, and she had LPs. She had a real collection. A lot of it was, the time of late 70s music. So a lot of rock and roll, a lot of Bread, Barbara Streisand. She had Jesus Christ Superstar LP. And whenever I was upstairs alone, I would put on the Jesus Christ Superstar LP, and I became Mary Magdalene, the hairbrush in the mirror. I don't know how to love him. My dad, on the weekends, there was happy hour. He would make old-fashioned cocktails for my mom and himself, and the Glenn Miller records would come out on their he had one of these box LP things that was handed down from his parents. So it was
Like a console type?
It was a console, exactly, with the radio in it, and the radio dial had the dial thing that, well, I don't know the term. You guys will know the terms better than me, but that just went back and forth. I'll never forget, my dad would always tell us that there were little men inside the console playing. And, I believed him probably for longer than I should have.
That's a great story.
And then we would take road trips, and so there were a lot of cassette tapes in the car. And I was of the generation in the 80s that we would make play tapes for friends, for boyfriends, for all of this. And getting a play tape, with a playlist on it was a big deal.
I remember that was a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Choose songs, especially 80s rock and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Your latest albums are being released in the LP format. Do you believe that there is an advantage to this format? What is your idea?
One of the things I love about the LP is, first of all, the sound is really, there is something more immediate, I think, about the sound on a great system that is playing the LP. I also love the ritual of it. I love the ritual of having to take the album out of the sleeve, out of its paper cover, and carefully, with great precision, putting it on to make sure you don't get any scratches. And I miss that sort of reverence when you're just scrolling on Spotify or Apple Music and you're just loading up your endless, immediate supply of music that's at your fingertips. We miss a little bit of that ritual of preparing to listen. And there's still that moment of trying to drop the needle onto the next thing, and sometimes you're shaking a little bit and you wait, and you have to wait for that, and then the music starts. I think that did something about that anticipation of waiting for that first note, and you participated in the actual making of that sound versus just pressing the button today.
So it's more like a ritual. So it sort of forces you to listen to music as if you were in a real performance where you just show up and sit down.
I think so,
You're
and
not
it's
doing the dishes or anything like
no,
that.
no, no, no. It's a dedicated decision, and at the same time, there's also the care that you have to take with the actual product, and you have to actually take care of it. It's not if you don't take care of it, it's ruined, and so there's a preciousness that comes in to the maintaining of an LP.
Sounds to me like you really care about sound quality. So do you consider yourself an audiophile? No. That was a very quick answer.
I only because I'm not technically based, and you people can have discussions about the megahertz and all the discussions that you all have, which I respect highly and fantastically, but I couldn't contribute to it. If you play me 3 different systems, I'll hear the difference for sure. And part of it is strictly my lifestyle. You know, I'm never in one place for more than usually a few nights, sometimes a few weeks if I'm lucky. And so I've never taken the time to actually invest myself in a great sound system. I suppose I'll do that for retirement.
Well, so let me ask you in a different way then. When you're at home and you just came back from a successful tour and you just want to boogie or you just want to have fun, you have friends over, or you just want to relax, what kind of equipment would you use?
I'm the wrong person for this podcast.
It's all good. I mean,
because
you could say that you have earbuds. You could say, I mean, how do you
I
listen to music when you're at home and you're not focused on your very intense career?
literally at this moment it is. I don't listen because I have a very old laptop where the speakers are blown out, because when I listen to music, I like to listen to music loud. And the speakers are blown out on my little old, probably 6-year-old laptop. And so I can't listen, and I have to actually be doing editing right now of 2 different recordings that are coming out. And I have to solution this today. I'll go shopping today. But I do have, I have a Bose system. That sorry, I know. I'm not an audiophile. Yeah. It's terrible. Can you edit that out?
Yes.
What I like to do, and what I consider my area of expertise, is laying down the sound so that all of you can listen and enjoy on your very fantastic speakers.
Do you have any special message to those record collectors and audiophiles who don't really go to live music very often?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, music is the gift that keeps on giving. And it's a very, very personal experience. And I've been very fortunate in my career that, especially in 2020 and the last 2 decades, I've been able to do an astonishing number of recordings, recital projects and full operas, from the Berlioz Les Troyens to an intimate live piano recital. And so that encompasses a tremendous amount of kind of recording and sound needs. At the same time, I'm a stage animal and I love being live on stage. What I love is that everybody gets their own way to listen to it. Those that like the ritual, those that want live music, those that want to continue and get that comfort from those classic recordings that they turn to all the time. It becomes an intimate experience to keep revisiting those albums and those experiences that bring us comfort and that we can continue to go deeper and deeper into with each listening. The one thing I worry about sometimes as a live performer is, especially in the world of opera, is we're sometimes tempted to go into the mentality of competing with the ghosts of the past. We are in an industry where we have had legendary, iconic performances come before us. And those that love the recordings so much and study them so well, it's hard to compete with that in a live performance. And so I would make the plea to never abandon the things that we love and that we turn to, but train ourselves to arrive every time that we sit in a seat for a live performance, to train ourselves to be open to receive a legendary performance or hear things in a new way, and be open to that experience, which can expand our emotional connection to it, our musical ideas. And those recordings that we love will always be there, but if we cut out the opportunity to listen with fresh ears, we may miss those iconic performances that just might happen in real time as well.
Bueno, muchísimas gracias.
De nada.
Maestra, ha sido un gran placer.
Pues bien, ¿qué les parece? Por favor, dejen comentarios, compartan sus ideas y no olviden suscribirse. ¿Cómo es que la gente dice? Suscríbanse y denle a la campanita y bueno, ya, ustedes saben. Yo también me suscribo a muchos grandes audiófilos en el internet, en México, en España, Argentina. Soy fanático de todos ustedes y espero que en el futuro podamos colaborar cuando yo tenga quizás una cantidad decente de suscripciones. Bueno, hasta pronto. A propósito, hay un pequeño chiste en este video, pero quiero aclarar que yo amo todos los productos Bose, así que por favor no me demanden. Ahora en inglés. There's a small joke. It's a very, very innocent joke in this video, and I love all Bose products, so please don't sue me, okay?